Good day. Welcome to the Geozone. I have an invitation. A fantastic one at that. So what is it, you're asking? Well, bear with me a minute. Bear with me for 5 minutes. We'll find out. I'm Jed Davey, and the invitation is this. KwaZulu-Natal, and South Africa for that matter, has some fantastic geology. It goes from 1.1 billion years old to about 180 million years. So 1.1 billion to 180 million. That's a huge time frame. And it starts from the ancient core of a massive mountain range, which are now preserved in the valleys of the Tugela and the Umgeni and the Umkamas, and of course the others, right up to the top of the Drakensberg, which we all know. Sani Pass, the highest pub in Africa, which it actually isn't, but that doesn't matter. It's good marketing. And then some of the more recent deposits along the lagoons and the estuaries, which are really very beautiful up the north and south coast, which used to be full of hippos and flamingos. Mostly gone now, but still to be found in St. Lucia and a couple of other places. So there is this journey that we can go on, and I invite you to come on it because it's going to be fascinating. From the granite gneisses, igneous petrology down in the valleys, where the doozy canoeists gallop over once a year, and hopefully they do that a few times before that, otherwise they're not going to manage the big race. I'm not sure if they even know what they're galloping over. Right up to the top of the Drakensberg, as I've already mentioned, which people go hiking up, and so there's a lot to be seen. There's glacial deposits, there's inland seas, there's swamps stuffed full of fauna and flora, most of which is extinct now. But those swamps are now preserved as coal fields, which are going to our power stations, keep us warm, provide us with electricity, give me power to run this camera to make this little movie for you. So we're going to look at lava flows, we're going to look at ancient granitic intrusions, we're going to look at feldspars and quartzes, we're going to look at striated pavements with the ice ground across the substrate. We're going to look at the swamps, we're going to look at coal, we're going to look at folds, we're going to look at faults. In the textbooks, they just write about hard rock and soft rock. Well, what does that mean? I remember those textbooks, they were pretty dull, hey? Lines of text, which we just copied into our notebook. And then we learned it and regurgitated into the exams. And I did well. I liked geography at school, in spite of teachers' best efforts to make it as boring as they possibly could. To take kids out on a trip, on a bus, is quite a difficult thing. It's expensive, there's insurances involved. Maybe you need 2 buses to take the whole grade. So it's not a simple undertaking. And then possibly through no fault of your own, you don't know where these amazing features are. I've been geeky and I've gone looking for them as a work-orientated things, but also just on the weekends going and looking for these very interesting things. And we've written articles for the newspapers and in flight magazines, and we've had fun doing this thing. So I want to broaden this thing and bring this to the schools, give something back, and get the kids all fired up. It is going to be romancing the stone. Geography is underwritten by geology. You know, the bedrock, the rock types can affect the geomorphology, and the geomorphology affects the microclimate, and the microclimate can affect the biomes and the flora and the fauna that lives there. So geology is kind of fundamental. So when I talk of geology, it's part of this whole geographical syllabus, and I think we're going to have a wonderful time. And I know the kids are going to love it. And so that's my invitation to you. Sign up, get on board with me, help me push this thing. And we're going to have a lot of fun, we're going to learn a lot, and the kids are going to love it. You're going to cover yourself in glory as the teachers, and we're going to have, we're just really going to have the time of our lives. So please WhatsApp me, text me, SMS me, send me an email, come to our website. We're trying to put stuff up. This is a new undertaking, so this isn't going to be happening immediately. And I actually want to come and sit with you and discuss the way forward and what we can do and what you would like from me. So you might ask, what qualifies me to take you on this tour? Well, it's a good question. I'm a geologist. I've been doing this for many years. I've worked in the Middle East, I've worked in Europe, I've worked in Africa. So I've got a master's degree in the subject, and the whole thing is to give something back to the wider community. So that's why I feel qualified to take you on this adventure. Thank you for your time. This is Jed Davey from the GeoZone, signing off. Catch you next time. Thank you.